Tapping his way in. Spins on Gallinari. Gives it up. Oh, he was right there.
This is Ben Simmons, and it was this very moment during Game 7 of the 2021 Eastern Conference Semifinals that forever shifted the trajectory of his career. Or was it? Yes, this play caused a media stir and tons of hate. But should we have seen this play coming? What really happened to get Ben Simmons to this very moment that changed how we thought of him as the next LeBron James to a role player on a subpar team? I'm Jerry, and this is a Clutch original on the game and build-up that led to the fall of Ben Simmons' NBA career. But first, we need to rewind from this moment just to see how we got here. You might have forgotten, but there is a reason why Ben Simmons was so highly touted going into the 2016 NBA draft. He was the #1 ranked high school player in the country and was the National Freshman of the Year at LSU. But after going #1 overall in the 2016 draft, Simmons missed his first season due to a fracture in his right foot. However, he ended his rookie year with 15.8 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists per game, and Rookie of the Year. People also forget this year Simmons helped lift the Sixers to the playoffs for the first time in 6 years, winning 24 more games than the previous year. In the first round series against the Heat, Simmons became the first rookie since Magic Johnson to record a triple-double in the playoffs. The Sixers won that series 4-1, and despite falling to Boston in the next round, Simmons averaged 16 points, 9 rebounds, and nearly 8 assists per game this postseason. But even then, you could see hints of where his career might end up, as the Celtics gave him tons of room to shoot the basketball that he did not take advantage of. Hate started to emerge from fans and analysts for his lack of a jump shot, but it was still early in his career. He picked up right where he left off. On January 15th, 2019, Simmons became the second fastest player ever to hit 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, and 1,000 assists behind only Oscar Robertson. Simmons became an all-star, averaging 17 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists per game. And Philly was the 3rd seed in the Eastern Conference for the 2nd straight year. The Sixers made it to the second round for the 2nd consecutive season. But their matchup with Toronto reignited that Ben Simmons hate, because this round went all the way to Game 7, and it's iconically remembered for 2 things. 1, Kawhi Leonard's buzzer beater, and 2, Ben Simmons' lack of shooting and presence. Despite shooting 14% better from the floor in the postseason compared to 1 season ago, Simmons' other stats across the board were worse, most notably shooting the ball 3 fewer times and having his free throw percentage dip to 57%. Damn. Simmons had some work to do, and he showed it immediately. On October 8, 2019, the Sixers played the Guangzhou Long Lions in the preseason. Was this a sign of things to come? Not really. He only made 2 3-pointers the entire year, but Simmons was better all around that season. He led the league in steals and was awarded NBA All-Defensive First Team and All-NBA Third Team. However, the Sixers finished that year as the 6th seed, and Simmons missed the postseason due to an injury. The team was good, but continually not getting over the hump in the playoffs. And a playing style trend by Ben Simmons was leading to a breaking point in the 2021 postseason. Despite finishing 2nd in the Defensive Player of the Year voting and having another All-Star season, the fans wanted the next step, and they just weren't getting it. The Sixers got out of the first round beating Washington 4-1, but it wasn't exactly pretty. Because in 5 games against Washington, Simmons did put up 15 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists per game. But there's one stat that stands out. Simmons created a new NBA record for worst free throw shooting ever, shooting 34.2% over the playoffs, and an even worse 33% in the second round. This was even more noticeable in Philly's matchup with Atlanta. Simmons shot the ball significantly less, being left out on the top of the key by opposing defenders. And after an already narrow 5-point win in Game 6 to force a Game 7, it was already looking dark for Simmons. In 4 out of these 6 games, he didn't shoot the ball once in the 4th quarter, and he was just 14 for 43 on free throws. So what happened in Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Semifinals? The game and the moment that ruined Ben Simmons' career. In the first quarter, Simmons shot the ball just once, but was moving the ball well, racking up 3 assists. And at the end of the first quarter, the score was 28-25 Sixers. Then in the second quarter, after a short run by the Hawks, Simmons was the one to start up the Philly offense with this attack and dish to George Hill. He even got on the board with this slam, but that would be his only shot of the second quarter. Despite not shooting the ball, Simmons' ball movement was keeping Philly in the game. It was 48-46 Atlanta at half. Going into the third, Simmons' lack of offensive attacking was becoming more apparent. but it was still leading to wide open threes. He even got this alley-oop slam for Furkan Korkmaz. Going into the final frame, the score 76-71 Hawks. Then Simmons was silent, almost foreshadowing his infamous moment. He wasn't moving the ball like earlier either. But let's take you to the 3.5 minutes left in the game. Down by 2 points, Simmons had this wide open shot in the paint and passed the ball. The Philly crowd let him hear it in the worst possible way. And despite a close ending, Philly would lose 103-96, with Simmons on the bench to end the series. Again, not one shot taken in the fourth quarter. It was all but over for Ben Simmons in Philadelphia, because after requesting a trade in August 2021, the landslide continued. Joel Embiid said it's not his job to babysit. And then Philadelphia Eagle Jason Kelce said just play better, man. Then Philadelphia will love you. But on February 10th, 2022, Ben Simmons was traded to Brooklyn, marking the end to his Philadelphia roller coaster career. So yes, it was one moment that truly signified the ending of Ben Simmons as we knew him. But the writing was already on the wall.